Hi, my tipsters. Welcome to Monica's Daily Tips with Monica. I thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you guys for coming and supporting me. I appreciate you guys, all the love and all the support you guys give me. Um, uh, I I hope everyone had a good Memorial Day. I did. So make sure if you hear anything in the background, please know that my children are they up. So I hate to do this premiere. I'll go live, but I had to go back to work. So this is the next best option that I have is to have a premiere. So thank you guys for coming and supporting. Um, the I'm going to go ahead and do the daily devotional. It says, "Will you go out without knowing?" He went out not knowing where he was going. Hebrews 11 and 8. Have you ever gone out in this way? If so, there is no logical answer possible when anyone asks you what you are doing. One of the most difficult questions to answer in Christian work is, what do you expect to do? You don't know what you are going to do. The only thing you know is that God knows what he is doing. Continually examine your attitude towards God to see if you are willing to go out in every area of your life. Trusting in God entirely, it is this attitude that keeps you in constant wonder. Because you don't know what God is going to do next each morning as you wake, there is a new opportunity to go out, building your confidence in God. Do not worry about your life nor about the body. In other words, don't worry about the things that concerns you before you did go out. Have you been asking God what is he is going to do? He would never tell you. God does not tell you what he is going to do. He reveals to you who he is. Do you believe in a miracle working God? And will you go out in complete surrender until you are not surprised one iota by anything he does? Believe God is always the God you know him to be. When you are nearest to him, then think how unnecessary and disrespectful worry is. Let the attitude of your life be a continual willingness to go out in dependence upon God, and your life will have a sacred and inexpressible charm about it that is very satisfying to Jesus. You must learn to go out through your convictions, creeds, and experiences until you can come to the point in your life where there is nothing between yourself and God. So the question is, cut it down. So the question is, will you go out without knowing? Will you go out without knowing? So, will you go out without knowing? Would you, what it's saying in this devotional is, will you believe in God and the things that he is capable of without knowing when he is going to do the things he is going to do? Are you willing to surrender yourself and build your your belief in God that he is going to do the things that he is going to do? Um, um, we oftentimes when we're going through things in life, um, sometimes we worry. And what this devotion says, do not worry. Do not worry about the things that you need to give to God. Give to God everything. Surrender yourself to God in everything in life. I understand that it can be hard and that it can become um and it can become hard to believe that God can fix your issues, the things that you're going through. I seen, like you said, do you believe in a miracle working God? Have you ever went through something in life that you know ain't nobody did it but God? Think about it. I have went through something in life like that. I was in a tragic accident. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I was in an accident. Okay. I'm sorry, it was annoying me. I was in an accident with my aunt, niece, and a cousin, and we was coming from church, and a car pulled like right in front of me. There's no way in the world I could miss that car. So we ended up having an accident. And you know, God is so good. None of us, all of us walked out of that car accident unscratched. I was a little sore and things like that, but no one lost their life. No one was severely hurt. So you know that there's a God that's watching over all of us and protecting all of us. We just have to surrender ourselves to Him. We have to learn how to build ourselves up knowing that my dad, when he found out that he had cancer, and everybody in the church was like, you know, my heart goes out to you and things like that. And my dad, he got up in church because he was a deacon, and they was taking up the offering, and God rest his soul. He said, I know I have cancer, and I know I'm going through this situation. This what type of faith my dad had, that mustard seed faith. That what type of faith we all got to have. We all got to have that mustard seed faith. And and a mustard seed it's not that big. I'm talking of faith on top of faith. So my dad, he got up there and he said, even though, even if God cannot heal me from his lung cancer, and his, I think he had liver and lung cancer. Even if God can't heal me from this, I know that he can. And then y'all, the great part about it, my dad then, when he left this world, he was in no pain. No pain. When the last day that he was here, he was in his right mind. He was able to still sign stuff. He was still able to, the pastor came and tried to pray for my dad. And my dad, he prayed for him. He was just that much in his right mind that he had God, because he had that kind of faith that he knew God had him and he was ready. That's how we got to be. We got to have that faith on top of faith, that mustard seed faith. They know that if he can't do it, I know that he can. We got to believe that God can do the things that we desire. He can heal us. He can take our pains away. But if he cannot, he can ease it. And he also, if he has to take him with you, just know that he can. So, excuse me, guys. Oh, so just know that God, that like the devotional said, go out without knowing. Go out without knowing that even if God can't heal you, even if your body don't get healed, God can heal you. Even when the doctor turn their back on you and tell you that you don't have long, you don't know what God can do. God can get you up out of a situation. So we just have to stay prayed up and ask God to deliver us. And He will do that. So we just have to have that mustard seed faith. Have that mustard seed faith right now. Have that mustard seed faith. See without knowing. We want to know what's going to be the end results to certain situations in our life. But we have to learn, we have to give that to God. We have to focus on God and giving our problems to God. And I'm like I always tell y'all, I'm not only telling y'all got it, I'm telling myself that too. because I worry. I am one of those people that worry about situations instead of giving it to God. So I'm learning to just give the situations to God, and whatever the outcome may be, I know that it was God that put me. Sometimes we just have to go through, and God will go through and let God lead us through. And I bet you we'll come up on top. So let's make sure that we are doing those things and make sure that we have that mustard seed faith. We don't have to always see the end outcome, because guess what? God is a part of the end outcome. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the tips. I hope you guys can see me. I hope you guys can hear me. Um, what the daily tips are for today is think tips on how to overcome anger. How many times have we been to the point of anger, and we've been angry at people, and angry at people how they treated us, or angry at a situation or things like that? Um, we don't have to learn how to not to go quickly into anger and want to just go off, and like some things are uh not worth getting out of character for. So we have to learn how to address certain things that can cause you to come out of anger. So these tips will tell you how to approach things like that. Um, the first tip that I do have is think before you speak. That's the first thing we need to do. We need to think before we speak. In the heat of the moment, it is easy to step out of character and say some things that you may regret. Take a few moments. Take a few moments to yourself. Take a few moments to yourself. Collect your thoughts before you say anything. Collect your thoughts. Collect them before you say anything, and allow the other person to do as well. So you're in a argument with someone, or someone has said something that you want to say. You easy to say, you easy to say, well, since you popping off, I'm gonna pop off too. Come on now, we all like that. Just because you don't say something, I'm gonna say something too. You don't say something about me, I'm gonna say something about you too. But what you do is you just sit back, you think, and you be quiet. You say, well, Lord, give me the right words to say. Just give me the right words to say. You just tell them, look, let's hold on a minute, man. Let's take it back. Let's take it back. Let's both calm down. Let's both calm down and focus, and not say things and grow into anger. So we have to sit down. You have to sit down, think about it, and pray about it, and find the correct words to say to not become so angry. I understand that, it's hard not to just automatically react when, somebody that made you angry. You want to go off. But sometimes it's just best to just sit back and be quiet and hold your peace for a minute. It is. It's best sometimes to sit down, collect your thoughts, and ask God to give you the right words to say, so it won't be, the situation won't turn bad, because sometimes we can say things that can hurt people's feelings, and then it has turned the situation even worse. So let's think about the things we say when we're in anger. Don't step out of character. Do not step out of character. Sometimes people do things to get you to step out of character, because they want to see that. They want you to see you step out of character and get angry. So what you do is you just stay silent, collect your thoughts, and just say, what I'm saying, I'm not going to feed in this mess. I'm not going to argue back and forth with you. I'm not going to get angry with you. But I will say what I got to say. You know what I'm saying? So let's make sure we're not we think before we speak. Think about it, and then you collect your thoughts about it and respond to it in a positive manner. You don't have to cuss somebody out to get your point across. The second thing is express your anger calmly. Okay? As soon as you are able to think clearly, express your frustrations about the situation. You can express yourself in a assertive but non confrontational way. State your concerns and needs clearly and directly without hurting others or trying to control them. So, express yourself calmly. Express yourself to a person to let them know how you feel. You don't have to come off confrontational. Like, we can fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't understand about some people. They feel like, well, you don't offended me, so you know what I'm saying? We can take it to the streets. You don't have to take it to the streets. You do not have to take it to the streets. You can express yourself and project yourself in a way to let a person know how you feel about how they did you or how they made you angry without being confrontational, wanting to pop off. You don't have to pop off. You don't have to be confrontational. You can just say how you feel, let them know how they made you angry about this certain situation, and y'all can both get an understanding because let me tell you, okay, when you have a confrontational attitude, that makes that other person have a confrontational attitude. And then here it is, y'all fighting and arguing about something simple. So let's not be that way. Let's not be so um so angry and confrontational to where you know what I'm saying we end up taking something so small and making it so big. And then next thing you know, the mama, sister, cousin, auntie, all y'all all into it about nothing. So let's make sure we are when we are upset that we are expressing ourselves, but express yourself calmly enough to let them know, hey, I mean what I say, but I am expressing myself calmly because I don't need all that drama. I just want to get an understanding. The understanding is the key. So let's make sure we are doing that. Get some exercise. This is the third thing. Get some exercise. Sometimes you just need to just walk away and clear your mind or clear your head. Physical activity can help reduce stress that can cause you to become angry. If you feel yourself becoming too escalated in your anger, go have a walk or run or do something that you enjoy. So, like, say for instance, you're in a situation that you become so angry that it's getting out of control. Y'all fussing. Y'all about to put y'all hands on each other. It's time to just walk away. You don't have to be that angry that in a situation that you have to fight somebody. Now, if you're fighting for your life, yeah, but when you're fighting somebody over small things and simple things, they want to fight because you done said something ugly, they done said something ugly, so let's just fight. No, we don't have to be that way. We do not have to always, everything does not have to always turn into a fight, a physical altercation. It does not have to turn into that. Instead of putting your hands on somebody, walk away. Walk away. When you get angry like that angry that you want to fight, just walk away and just go clear your head. And if that means that like you don't be around that person for a while, then you're doing what you need to do to cool yourself off to where you can come back to them and have a decent conversation. But if it still doesn't work, then sometimes you just have to walk away from the whole situation. But you have to learn how to not everything does not have to be about a fight. Every time someone makes you angry, you don't have like I have I've been in lives and things like this on YouTube and people get mad at each other. They'll jump on somebody's live because you know StreamYard, you can get it going someone live and they'd be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? People up here doing this, that. They point out everything. We can fight. We can fight. We can fight. We all from different communities and different states. Why we got to fight? Why we have to fight? Fighting doesn't solve anything, especially about a YouTube channel. Just because you may not like the person. If you don't like that person on YouTube or something like that, then go ahead and and just steer away from that channel. That's all you gotta do. The fourth thing is to take a time out. Time out is not only for the kids, sometimes for the adults as well. We have to put ourselves in time out. Give yourself short breaks during times of the day that tend to be stressful. A few moments of peace and quiet time might help you feel better prepared to handle a situation when getting irritated or angry. So if you need, like I said, walk exercising, and walking away is another, or just taking a time out. That means removing yourself. You go in this room, I go in this room. We take a time out from each other and take a time out for the situation and the argument. Let's just take a time out. Let's just sit, or like they say, sit in the corner and think about it. Think about how you can respond to something and not be so angry about it. Not be so angry at the person. Just to clear your mind and let them know how you feel, but you just need to just a little space so you can get your head together. Because let me tell you, you know, I have to take times out when I get angry at my children. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened to me the other day. Um, Saturday, Jayla was playing in my hair, not this hair, but my actual real hair, and she was. I told her to get the little doll brush and pick it up off the floor, because they always have toys everywhere. And so I was making them get their toys up. So they got all the toys up, and I sat down right here, and she started playing with my hair. Then I heard a snip, snip. I said, Jayla. She got so afraid. Like, I was so angry. I just walked away. Just sat here and I had to ask the Lord to keep me calm. I wanted to hurt her. I did. But I know that them scissors shouldn't have been out. But I was so furious. But I decided to time out and put her in another situation. That means away from me for a second. And then I came back. Jamel, get out the refrigerator. Um, Go sit down. Go sit down. Um, so I was just so angry. I was so angry. I had to just walk away from the situation, and what I'm saying, she was so scared. But in my mind, I'm like, ain't no way she's gonna cut my hair. But she did. But I got over it because she didn't cut a lot of my hair. She just cut a little bit of it. But at the end of the day, she shouldn't have been cutting my hair at all. It did make me angry, but I told her and I talked to her and I told her, you don't pick up scissors and start cutting on stuff. And we had a conversation about it. So let's sometimes we have to just take a time out. It means take a time out from the situation and sometimes take a time out from that person that that you're in the situation with. You go in one room, I go in the next room, and when it's time to have that conversation again, let's have the conversation. But we're not quick to be in an angry place. Um, Hold on just a minute. Jayla, cut that down. Cut it down now. So I'm back. Sorry. Um, so let's make sure that we're not in a place of anger or anything like that. We need to take a time out. Let's take a time out. You ain't gonna kill nobody to take a time out. You know what I'm saying? And get your mind right. Um, the fifth thing is identify possible solutions. Instead of focusing on what made you mad, work on resolving the issue at hand. Um, does your child's messy room drive you crazy? Close the door and make them organize the room. Say for instance, your partner come in late for dinner every day, every night. Maybe you can schedule the meals at a later time, or tell them, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and eat the dinner. Go ahead and eat dinner. When you get in, you can eat the dinner. Sometimes we can just eat the dinner separately. Um, um, Remind yourself that anger will not fix anything, and sometimes it makes matters worse. It does. Anger does sometimes make matters worse. It can escalate to a point of no return. So we have to learn how to not. We have to learn how to not be mean, like become so angry that we have to cut. We have to have. Give me 1 minute, please. Jamel, what do you want? This one is coming on. So let's make sure that we are finding a solution to the problem and not just be angry at it and not try to find a solution. We need to find a way of working out that problem and being and how can I put it, solving the problem and not hold on to the anger all the time. Just find a solution on fixing the issue at hand, because we can become angry and we can become to the point where it can become disrespectful and it get out of hand and everybody ready to fight. So let's try not to be that way. Let's try to be better than that. Let's try to find a way to respond in a positive manner to where you're getting your point across, but they know that a change got to come. Um, Six, stick with I statements. Avoid criticizing or placing blame, which will only increase the tension. Use the I statement. Um, Statements to describe the problem or concern. For example, say, I am upset that you left the dinner table without offering to help with the dishes. Instead of, you never want to help me do this housework. You never want to help me do anything. So choose the I statement to where um I am upset because, you know, just say I am upset because of something. Because I didn't like how you spoke to me about this situation. I didn't like the fact that you you gave someone something of mine without telling me. Um, Things like that. Use the I statement and let them know how they being upset, or just saying, why you give them that stuff? You know what I'm saying? You bleep 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 bleep. Then that makes it escalate again. So let's make sure we are not escalating the situation to where it is that it can turn bad. Um, we want to always project ourselves in a positive manner. I know that sometimes that it is hard to just, it's easier said than it is done. So, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to not just get angry at people. But you don't be angry at them, you just be angry at the situation. So we have to learn how to um not be so angry and learn how to focus on the things that um can solve the problem and speaking in a manner to them that they can get it. Um, the last thing I have here is don't hold a grudge. Forgiveness is a powerful tool to have. If you allow anger and other negative feelings to crowd out positive feelings, you might find yourself swallowed up by your own bitterness and sense of injustice. But if you can forgive someone who angered you, you might both learn from the situation and strengthen your relationship. So let's learn, like, I know many people say, like, when you're in a marriage or things like that, you don't go to bed mad at each other because you'll wake up mad. And some people say you don't go to bed mad. Period. Like an individual, don't go to bed mad because you're gonna wake up mad. So because the issue ain't resolved, so decide to try to fix the situation and be a forgiving person. um Nothing wrong with being a forgiving person. Some people feel like forgiveness is weak, or oh, you letting them get away with something, but you're not letting them get away with it. You're just not going to allow it to ruin your day or cause you to get out of character. So you say, well, you know what, I forget it. Don't even worry about it. I'm all right with it. You know what I'm saying? But you know the next time, you know, how to deal with that person. That's what some people don't get. You know, sometimes it's not about how it's how you have to approach a situation. Every situation, you don't have to pop off. Like the yesterday, well, it was Sunday, we ordered some pizza and my mom got charged double for our pizzas that we ordered online. So I just said, you know what? I said, ain't no way that we getting charged for this pizza and we already done paid for it online. I said, let me call. You know how some people, oh, let me call them and cuss them out. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to cuss them out. I said, I'm going to talk to them in a nice way. And then when you talk to people in a nice way and don't escalate, you will find they will help. So I called them and I was like, and then they told me that their system was down and that they did receive our payments and they're going to reverse the payments back. So it just depends on how you approach a situation. You have to know how to approach a situation with when you're getting angry, because sometimes it can be a very negative effect on people, and it can become to the point where can be escalated into a situation. And don't nobody want to be in jail because over something petty. A lot of people go to jail for over petty stuff. You fighting over something so petty that could be resolved in a little of no time. And then the next thing you know, them same people that was fighting is the same people that was together that they're gonna be chilling together at their houses and stuff like that together. So too let's not be so uh unforgiving, and learn how to forgive one another and learn how to love one another. We need to know how to love one another no matter what the circumstances are. I understand that it can get hard and it's hard to love people who mistreat you and cause you to become angry, but you have to learn how to control yourself. You have to learn how to control yourself in situations so you don't have to step out of character, because people will set you up. People will set you up for failure. So you have to carry yourself in a way and projecting, like I always tell you, I project yourself in a positive manner. Project yourself uh, that you're approachable, that you're able to have a conversation with without it being all hostile. because sometimes people have a hostile attitude, and don't nobody want to deal with people like that. So make sure you're not being that way. Um, so we're going to recap. Um, but we're going to recap. Um, hold on just a minute, please. Okay, guys, so let's recap. I'm so sorry about that. Let's recap. So, tips on the what we were speaking about today was tips on how to overcome anger. The first thing is think before you speak. Make sure that you are sitting giving yourself a moment to collect your thoughts and projecting a positive word. Express your anger calmly. That means be calm about expressing yourself. And yes, you can become frustrated, but just not don't don't speak so um uh confrontational to where it can lead to something else. Get some exercise if you get angry. Go for a walk and calm down and come back to the situation. Um, um, get some exercise. So what that means is you get some exercise. That means that you can I'm sorry, I already said that. Take a time out. If you and that person need to go take a time out, go take a time out. That means separate yourselves from the situation, then come back to and it works good. If you separate, if you're arguing, especially with couples, if you're arguing and you both go into separate rooms and collect your thoughts and you know what I'm saying, and then come back and express yourselves, the situation, the the things that bothering you, you can work out. So let's just make sure we're doing that as well. Um, let's get so it's time out is not for always for kids. Sometimes grown folk got to time out themselves to get their mind together and get their thoughts together and get their attitudes together. Identify possible solutions. Make sure that you're finding a solution to the problem and not just focusing on the problem. Focus on a solution to fix the problem so you won't be so angry. Um, stick with the I statement is the next thing. Stick with I I feel this way because, or I was upset because, instead of a negative or going off spirit like you never do no housework or you never pay me any attention. Things like that. Make sure you're projecting yourself always in a positive manner. Um, and it says don't hold a grudge. So many of us we hold grudges. I'm about that as well. And a lot of people say women hold grudges more than men, but I don't know. A lot of men's holding grudges nowadays more than women but you know what I'm saying, I am guilty of holding a grudge. I am guilty of holding a grudge. I don't be wanting to forgive that person because I be upset because how they done did me. But we have to learn that, like I said, if God, you want God to forgive you, then you have to forgive other people. So don't be holding grudges. So I hope you got so that's all the tips that I have for today, guys. Um, I hope you guys got something out of it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that has done has been on this daily tips with Monica. Like I stated, I am back at work, so I have to do this premiere on it. So I hope you guys get something out of it. I am going to come to you and do this every day because I want to still get my message out there. I still want to inspire and push out positivity everywhere we go. So let's make sure that we are doing that. Like I stated yesterday, that if anyone want to collab with me and do the daily tips with me and have be a special guest with me, um, if you want to be a special guest with me, inbox me, or you can inbox me on Instagram on at MJJ Family, MJJ Family Mukbangs, and then as well you can also email me at mjjfamily2020 at gmail.com. Um, I know this video is going to be a little short, and I'm so sorry, but I if y'all was in the chat, it would be help me a little bit more to talk to y'all and things like that. But I hope you guys got something out of it. So, um, like I stated, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming. Um, I also am featuring two channels this month of May, and the channels that I am featuring is Eat with C. So if you have not connected with Eat with C, connect with Eat with C. She is one of my featured channels, and as well, if you have not connected to Super Chat, if you want to get your 1K and your 4,000 watch hours, that'll be a great way. Kevin K is the one that is a part of that movement. So if you want to get your watch hours and get to your 1K, Tuber Chat will be the great way of doing that. Um, Next month, I will be coming out with a new feature, some new feature channels. Look forward to that. I am going to be dropping a video, guys, and I am going to be showing y'all a little prank Jayla did on Jamel while he was asleep. I am going to show y'all some behind the scene things that I deal with them, um, that that is very comical. So look forward to those things, guys. We is still gonna do the mukbangs. Best believe we still going to do our mukbangs. So yeah, we're gonna do the mukbangs. No, don't touch my hair. You don't cut my hair one time before you been cutting this hair. This costs too much money. So guys, so I'm gonna about to get on out of here, guys. Also, guys, like I always say, you ain't girl, please. Y'all don't believe nothing Jayla say. I love you too, baby. Um, but y'all, like always, like I state, we always have to keep the positivity pushing. So I want you guys to go to it's me, yes, Wanston. No, I'm sorry, it's me, Wanston. Yes, honey. That's his that's I want you to go to his channel, and we're gonna keep the positivity pushing there. um if you have not connected to Winston, connect to Winston. He always has something positive to speak about every day, as well as me. So thank you guys for coming. I appreciate all your love and support. If you have not connected with me, make sure you are connecting with me. And make sure you're leaving a comment, because I'm gonna get right back with you with the comments. So hit the notification bell to let you guys know when we come out with another video. As well, guys. Um, like the video. If you want to share it out, share it out. And I want you guys to subscribe to the video. Always remember that you are great content creators, and that project yourself in a positive manner, so people, you will never be connected to anything negative. So y'all have a happy Tuesday. See you out here in the YouTube streets. Y'all have a blessed Tuesday. See y'all Wednesday. Have a good, blessed day.